Monster Jam Studios, I'm Scott Jordan with this edition of the Weekly Update. It was a spectacular weekend across the league with 19 events spread out over 2 different countries. There was a lot of chaos, there was a lot of carnage, there was a lot of cool action, so let's get to it. We're going to Duval. Stadium Championship Series Yellow was in Jacksonville on Saturday, and we start with the racing finals. Ryan Anderson and Camden Murphy have combined for 13 of the 18 racing wins on this series, and it's Anderson out of the berm first. Now the turns were running up. Murphy goes tight on the yellow side, clips the turn pod. More issues on the other side as Bakugan gets on 2 wheels. That is all son of a digger power by Hoonigan needed. Ryan Anderson improves to 40-10 and gets his 9th racing win of the season. In the Great Clip Skills Challenge, Tyler Menninger gets off the race ramp with a bicycle. Then, as Cole Stevens would say, starts a nice leisurely drive to Walmart. Complete control here, no slink at all. Goes for the stop, he flips it into reverse, adds a little moonwalk at the end. Menninger wins the competition, his 9th, which leads the series. In freestyle, guess who's back? Back again. Ryan Anderson will close the event. No shot at the event championship, which means he's just out here having fun. He gets the biggest air of the night, saves the landing, and then the 8-pack for son of a digger goes up, gets a huge push, clips the pod, but a sidewall save. Time now for another jump. Big air across the track. The truck is still on, so he's not done. And then Anderson just throws son of a digger across the tabletop, and now he's done. Ryan Anderson wins freestyle for the 4th time this season. Who is beating him in Orlando? Go ahead, I'll wait. Tyler Menninger gets the event championship, his 6th, as we take a look at the series points. Anderson now with the lead over Tyler, but Tyler did increase his lead over Camden Murphy over the weekend. Charlie Pauken and now Corey Rummel round out the top 5. Stadium Championship Series Yellow takes a break from the point series this weekend with 4 events at the Von Braun Center in Huntsville, Alabama, starting on Friday. Arena Championship Series Central took over the Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio, as Tony Oaks looked to extend his series points lead. John Zimmer Jr., though, has been on a hot streak with 2 consecutive event championships. And in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge, Terminal Velocity gets it going with a stoppie, then moonwalks it back up on the pod, and John Zimmer Jr. gets the win. He would get his 3rd straight overall event win as well. He would also add another trophy on Saturday night. Kristen Anderson took the event championship on Saturday afternoon. But right now, let's meet Brendan Rassel, filling in for Elvis Linus and El Toro Loco. And on Saturday night, the UNOH and MJU grad brought his lunch pail to work in freestyle. He comes off the log with big air, goes right back to the other side, jumps it again, shredding that El Toro Loco body. And then the wow moment, big time air, end over end, nose down on the landing, and the spectacular roll. Welcome to Monster Jam, Brendan. 2 weeks ago in Austin, it was a mistake in the donut competition that cost Kristen Anderson the series points lead. And on Sunday afternoon, she would get a shot at redemption. Gravedigger had a brand new transmission and would come out strong, purring like a kitten, roaring like a lion. The truck gets on 2 wheels, some cyclone action, and that is why they've been calling her the Queen of Donuts. Kristen would win her 2nd event championship of the weekend and would send a powerful message to all the little girls at the Huntington Center. Take a listen.
This one was for all the little girls in the stands tonight. Don't let these boys underestimate you just because you're a girl.
As a girl dad, I absolutely love that. She would add 1 more championship on Sunday to close the weekend out, and we take a look at the series points standings. Kristen Anderson has reclaimed the lead and has a little breathing room now. Tony Oaks and Blake Ranger are still there, and don't sleep on John Zimmer Jr. He has been on an absolute tear. Next up for Arena Championship Series Central are 5 events at the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The action starts on Friday night. Some of the stars of Stadium Championship Series Red roared into Payne Arena in Hidalgo, Texas for 5 events. It's a lot of fun seeing Tom Meents compete in these arena events. And on Friday night in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge, the professor says, I don't need the container to win this thing. Check it out. Uses the 8-pack for a big popper. There's the maximum moonwalk and just runs out of room. The fans dug it, and Max D is your winner. In freestyle, Adam Anderson would get to cross-threading, gets over the tires, gets a little dicey on the landing, but saves it, then goes back to the 8-pack, skies Gravedigger, goes sideways, bicycle to save the truck, and the 5-time World Finals champion wins freestyle. But it's Tom Meents winning the event championship. He wins a lot in Texas. Actually, he just wins a lot everywhere. Tom would add another trophy on Saturday afternoon, but on to Saturday evening we go. And in the racing finals, it would be Kraken against Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. In the previous round, Nick Pagliarulo knocked off Adam Anderson, but could he beat Bryce Kenny? Kenny off the line faster, but there goes the turning box. That is a 5-second penalty, and Nick Pagliarulo wins racing. In freestyle, Max D comes off the pod with a stoppie, a little crab moonwalk there, and then hits the APAC. Max D goes flying. There's a cyclone save. Tom wins the competition, but it's Gravedigger's Adam Anderson winning the event championship. On Sunday afternoon, Bryce Kenny looking for some racing redemption. He would meet Adam Anderson in the finals. No issues this time for Kenny. Goes nice and tight. And in my worst Bill Murray impersonation, the turning box is still standing. That was terrible. Great Clips Mohawk Warrior wins racing, and Bryce Kenny is the event champion. Gravedigger would add one more title on Sunday night, but let's get you caught up with the series point standings. Tom Meents has the lead. Tyler Duke, Adam Anderson, Cole Vennard, and Bryce Kenny all right there within striking distance. The point series will finally pick back up as Stadium Championship Series Red returns to action Saturday, April 2nd with one event at Lumen Field in Seattle, which will be broadcast on CNBC. Arena Championship Series West was north of the border last weekend in Vancouver, British Columbia, and unfortunately there was no footage available, so let's run it back a bit for you. On Friday night, there was an appearance by downtown Randy Brown in Megalodon. He won the racing competition, but Gravedigger's Brandon Vincent won the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge and Freestyle on his way to the event championship. On Saturday, Earthshaker's Tristan England won multiple competitions through both events on his way to winning both overalls. And then on Sunday, Scooby-Doo's Miranda Kozad won the freestyle competition, but Brandon Vincent took his second event championship in Vancouver, splitting the weekend with Tristan England. And now let's take a look at the series point standings. Vincent still with a big lead over England, David Olford in third. You have Randy Brown and Bernard Light there in fourth, and Travis Mowry and Rockwell Red in fifth. Arena Championship Series West now heads to Tucson Arena in Arizona with 4 events beginning on Friday night. Arena Championship Series East was in Hartford, Connecticut last weekend, and this series has been all Gravedigger as of late, and perfection was in the air on Saturday afternoon, so let's try something different here. Let's do a winner's cam. Let's first check out the racing winner's cam. All right, I like that. Now how about the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge cam? Nice, nice. Now we're getting there. What about donuts? You know where this is headed. Show me freestyle. And that is also the event champion cam, Weston Anderson, with the perfect event. On Saturday night, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco comes off the pod right into a moonwalk. There's the smoke out of the nostrils as he goes up the pod. Big dip, and there goes the nose, and the smoke is still coming out. Keeps the control right up top, and then watch the flip. El Toro Loco wins the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. In freestyle, Gravedigger with a huge air, then a finesse move here. Sky wheelie keeps the truck vertical, lands on the wheelie bar, and a pogo bounce. Anderson then with a stoppie into a moonwalk, and Gravedigger wins freestyle and another event championship. On Sunday in freestyle, Whiplash starts the run with a big air sky wheelie brake check. She drives back around to the same jump, goes big again on the other side of the track. Another sky wheelie, this time the back end slides underneath. One more jump here for the Princess of Carnage. The body shreds, and Brianna Mahan gets her 6th freestyle win of the season. That's second on the series. But it's Gravedigger getting the sweep in Hartford. And if you're keeping score at home, that's 10 out of 12 competitions won and 94 out of a possible 96 points earned for Weston Anderson last weekend. Not bad, kid. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at the series points. Weston Anderson now a huge lead, the biggest lead in Monster Jam. Armando Castro jumps to second. Cody Saucier drops to third. Brianna Mahan in fourth, and Chad Tingler in fifth. Arena Championship Series East now heads to the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina, with 3 events starting Saturday afternoon. Kayla Blood is one of the most popular female superstars on the planet and one of the best pure athletes in Monster Jam. Last weekend in Jacksonville, I had the chance to sit down and go one-on-one with the Soldier Fortune driver, where we talked about her journey into the sport, her season, and the evolution of female drivers in Monster Jam. Take a look. So Kayla, you made the transition this season from the Triple Threat Series arena events to stadium events. Obviously, throughout your career, you've done some stadium events in the past, but what's that transition been like for you to go from full-time in arenas now to full-time stadium championship series?
Coming into the stadiums has been absolutely amazing. You know, it still is a good bit of work, you know, but there's not as many aspects of the event. So I was able to concentrate and focus solely on the Monster Jam truck and my skills in the Monster Jam truck. So I really like that. And not only that, you know, being able to experience all of these stadiums and the different cities and all of the fans. It's so many more fans. It's so loud, and I just love it. It's been really amazing.
You had a coming out party in Anaheim at Angel Stadium. You got your freestyle win there, lit up the crowd the entire weekend. Talk a little bit about any trials and tribulations that you had from the time we started this season all the way through that big freestyle win in Anaheim.
I knew that I wanted to make sure I was progressing every week, and that's all we were focused on, getting the Monster Jam truck where we needed it to be, and just me and my crew guy coming together and really focusing on what we wanted. And you know, I understand what you need to do in freestyle. I understand you got to keep your RPMs up. You got to give the crowd some crazy saves, crazy moves, and get some air and stuff, you know. But yeah, so we just went for it, and it was awesome. We got a backflip, crazy save right off the backflip, and there's nothing better than doing a backflip and landing it and being able to drive away from it. It's like you're so much more excited at that point, and you just want to go crazy. You gotta, I always say, a little bit of skill, a little bit of luck, you know. And when both of those things come together, and you're able to pull off a freestyle win, like that was the icing on the cake in Anaheim. And yeah, so I'm just excited moving forward from that. And you know, you're gonna have those great moments, you're gonna have those bad moments. You gotta just keep on going.
Well, I don't want to put any more pressure on you, but I've got 3 little girls, and every week they watch the Monster Jam Weekly Update, and when you won your freestyle in Anaheim and you got out of the truck and did the push-ups, they didn't care about Daddy being on TV. They said, Daddy, who is that? And now they want to be like you. So no pressure, but my daughters want to be like you.
That's amazing, man. And like I said, it feels good to be able to inspire those little girls. Like, no matter if it's Monster Jam or whatever it is, if you really want to do something and you have dreams to do it, you know, you got to understand that it's not always going to be good. You're going to have bad times, you're going to fail sometimes, but you just got to keep on going. You have to have the right attitude. It's all about the right attitude and believing in yourself. So and whenever you have all the little girls and everyone else in the stands believing in you, you can hear them screaming and going crazy for you, that's just everything. To be able to be a part of this, and you know, I feel like I've literally, everything I've done in my life has brought me to this point. So to be able to go out there and show the women that we can be successful in this sport, it's amazing. You know, we have the pit parties before the event, and I have every little girl come up to me, I want to see you win, I want to see you win. And I literally want to go out there and just win everything for them to prove that we can. And I put a lot of pressure on myself when it comes to that. And you know, not only driving Soldier Fortune and representing our military, I have a lot of little girls wanting me to beat Gravedigger, wanting me to win, and it's just the most amazing feeling in the world whenever I'm able to do that for them.
See Kayla and Soldier Fortune this weekend in Huntsville, Alabama. And for the full interview, make sure you check out Round 18 from Jacksonville on Saturday, July 2nd at 2 p.m. on NBC. Let's take a look at this week's power rankings. Not a whole lot of movement this week in the top half as consistency reigned across 19 different events. Anderson, Vincent, and Menega all stay put, while Camden Murphy and Tom Menz switch positions. On the strength of the 3 championships in Hartford, Weston Anderson now moves up to number 7, while Adam drops to number 8. Tristan England and Charlie Pauken once again round out the top 10. For the full list, head on over to monsterjam.com. Monster Jam World Finals returns to Camping World Stadium in Orlando on May 21st and 22nd. It's sure to be the biggest event of the year and quite possibly the biggest event in history. I want to see you there, so for tickets, more information, and to register to win the VIP experience of a lifetime, head on over to monsterjam.com. The wait is finally over. Our 2022 television debut is here. Join us this Saturday, March 26th at noon Eastern for 3 straight hours of Monster Jam on our new home, CNBC. If you're in Orlando, come and join me at NBC Sports Grill at Universal City Walk for round 1 from Oakland. And for the entire television schedule, you can go to monsterjam.com/TV. Join us all season long for 26 rounds of coverage on NBC Sports. Social media is where it's at, and it's also where we're at. So give us a follow at Monster Jam on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you use the hashtag Monster Jam on all of your posts so we can see how much fun you're having this weekend. There's so much new content on the way to our digital platforms. Don't get left in the dark. Find us today. And thanks for joining me. Have fun at Monster Jam. I'm going to see you right back here next week on the Monster Jam Weekly Update.